This flipped classroom is showing another strategy to do rounding to the tens and to the hundreds. For the tens, what you need to do first is locate the place value that you are trying to round to, and in this case it's the 10, so it's going to be the 7. You're going to underline the 7, circle the neighbor, which is the number next to it to the right, and this is the number that's going to tell you which direction that you need to round to. So the next step that you need to do is do sandwich numbers, which is what Miss Salcido's class calls them. So all you do is bring the 7 over here, and since 7 tens equals 70, your first sandwich number is going to be 70. And then you add 1 to the tens place, and that brings it to 8 tens, and 8 tens equals 80. So now you have your two sandwich numbers and you're rounding the number you need to round. And now we look at the neighbor, and the neighbor is 6. There are two ways that this could go. It could go down to 70 or up to 80. The way that you can tell how to do this is looking at the neighbor. If the neighbor tells you 4 or less, you let it rest at 70. If it tells you 5 or more, you raise the score to the next 10, and that would be the 80. And so in this case, since it's a 6 and 6 is more than 5, it raises the score to 80. When you do hundreds, it's similar to that. We'll do 123. Since we are rounding to the hundreds place, you need to underline the hundreds place value, which is the 1. Again, circle the neighbor, which is the 2. And now we still need to do our sandwich numbers. I bring my 100 over, and I add 1 to the hundreds place on the other sandwich number, which takes me to 200. I look at the neighbor. The neighbor is telling me 4 or less, let it rest, and I let it rest at 100. The end.